What is most useless item you carry with you all the time? Stamp card for a cafe whose food gave me diarrhea. Business card of someone I'll definitely never call. My wallet. The fuck is my broke ass gonna do, buy something? A $2 bill that I'm never going to spend. They're not even rare, it just looks cool. Get out of jail free card in my wallet since high school. I'm not sure why, but it makes me feel better. Guitar pick. I don't play guitar. One Pokemon card, Sharpedo. My son told me he was the best, and to keep the card with me in case I ever needed to battle. So I keep it in my pocket at all times. Tiny black light on my keychain. No legitimate use for it whatsoever. I joined the Navy 10 years ago and we were all told about the tradition of challenge coins and why you carry them. Basically, you carry a coin and in the event of a night at the bar, getting a shit tasking, etc. you can pull out your coin and whoever doesn't have one / has the lowest rank one gets shit on, has to do the task, pays the tab whatever. Well, 10 years in I have never actually pulled my coin, nor has anyone else ever pulled coins on me. So, I carry a heavy as shit Secretary of Defense coin in my wallet, looking for all the world like a dumb 15-year-old with a condom in my wallet, because it is a round protrusion in the leather, for no damn reason. But I also am terrified of the day I do get challenged and don't have it and have to pay a $300 bar tab. I have a foldable wallet insert that opens up into this quick reference sheet on what to do during a biological, nuclear, chemical attack. I've had it for 15 years and refuse to throw it out. It's gone through 5 different wallets. It serves literally no purpose. More. The starter key to a 1960s Swiss-made cogwheel train that can climb up Pikes Peak. The key to the home I grew up in. I was so proud when they gave me a key to the house in 7th grade so I could let myself in whenever I needed to. They changed the locks years ago, so this key is now completely useless, but I can't bring myself to take that key off of my key ring. I will always carry it to remind myself of my family. A straw wrapper my husband gave me once and jokingly told me never to lose. It's been 4 years and I haven't yet. A plastic snail that I found in my school parking lot. His name is Aaron, and Aaron lives in my bassoon case. He has played with me all over the country. I set him on my stand during concerts. He's very well behaved, and never interrupts the concert. Glasses cleaning cloth. I usually just use the bottom of my shirt. Weird rocks. Every single bag I have has at least 2 in them. When I was in Arizona 2 years ago I bought a metal spider sculpture off of an old man outside a dingy side of the road Wild West Traveler's Stop. As a receipt he gave me a wallet-size printed picture of him sitting proudly atop a horse, with a big white cowboy hat, and he signed the back and wrote the dollar amount. I still have his picture in my wallet today. Those loyalty cards that were forced on me when I was unable to refuse and I still keep in my wallet, but deep down I know I'm never really going to use. House key. My lock is electronic. I carry a rock shaped like an egg. I found it after my son died. I always called him my best egg. A compact mirror in my purse. My parking pass for the hospital the day that my daughter was born. Appendix. Like seriously, just take it and let me have 2 weeks off work please. I still carry my Blockbuster account card in my wallet. FYI, where I'm from they closed down around 10 years ago, but you never know. Pointless in the sense it hasn't got a practical use. But a little letter my fiancée wrote for me when we were gonna spend time away as I was away for work and she was staying home. I keep it everywhere I go, so if I feel low I'll pull it out and give it a cheeky read. A small marble turtle I named Harold. In December of 2015 my family went to the Bahamas where I got Harold for $2 and I immediately put him in my pocket. A few days later I had forgotten he was there, but I was like, nah, can't take him out now, he's already been there for 3 days. Flash forward to now and I still keep him in my pocket always, almost getting to 4 years. If he's not in my pocket I get really anxious and worried about him, even though he's inanimate. Pads. I don't have periods anymore because of a medical issue, but I still bring them in case there is anyone that needs them. I have a coupon, expired on June 30th, 2014, for 3 yuan off of a large cocoa milk tea with boba from when I visited Suzhou 5 years ago. I live in the US though. This little guy, he just lives in my purse. An all-purpose tool. It is not particularly good at anything it does. Has a hammer on it that splits into a wire cutters / pliers. Compared to a Leatherman, not super helpful to have on hand. It fails as a hammer, as a pliers, as a cutter. Even the knife / screwdriver attachments etc. that pull out are so bulky that using any of them isn't great compared to say a Swiss Army knife. I carry a Let Herman on hand too. But, it was a gift from daughter-in-law / grandson who find me handy, because I fix stuff for them, so I always have it on me as a memento. As a memento, not useless. Always makes me think of the Red Green Show. If they don't find you handsome, they can at least find you handy. A Love Omamori I bought a month before last Christmas. My crush died the week before Christmas. My expired library card, from my high school. My Zippo. I haven't smoked in a while, but I still carry it with me. Always good to be prepared, I guess. Mini 20-sided die for imaginary sudden D&D sessions. Hair bands. I'm a guy with short hair, so they are absolutely useless to me. However, after watching my little sister, my mother, and past girlfriends slurp up their own hair with their ramen, that shit is never happening in my presence again. A Dynamite card from an old maid card game. Anybody remember Laugh Olympics? 9 times out of 10 it's my chapstick. But on the one day I forget to grab it, you can bet my lips will be absurdly chapped for no reason. I carry around a key to a helicopter. The key fits all Apache helicopters. An ace of spades playing card in my wallet. It's kind of good luck thing for me, always have an ace up your sleeve or in your wallet. A pen, anytime I'm about to leave the house, I put a pen in my pocket. Started doing this about 3 years ago in case of an emergency. My iPhone, it's just an expensive alarm clock for me. I've carried a handcuff key on my keyring for almost 30 years. When I was a teenager I got one because of wild girlfriend who liked handcuffs, but then some kid got kidnapped near my city and when they found him he was handcuffed in some basement. So I kept the key on my key ring. Then you get a little older and you think, yeah, if I'm ever arrested I can get out of handcuffs, stupid I know. Then it just became something that I'd look at and laugh about having all these years. Not me but a friend. Every time we go raving, he carries a single Viagra pill on the off chance he gets the opportunity to fuck. MDMA stops you getting erections. He is a virgin who chokes up in the mere presence of a girl. A small ammonite fossil that my son gave me. I don't get to see him as much as I'd like and this keeps him close. A 10-pence coin that I think is lucky. I live in the USA. A camera. My iPhone takes way better pics, but it's an old habit that's hard to break. My OG TARDIS key. Got it as a kid back in the Tom Baker days and it's been on every keychain I've ever used. Skeleton keys. One really old one too. They basically just add some weight to my keychain and look neat. But I've had them for years so they're not going anywhere. My credit card. It's valid but I never got around to activating it. I have never used it since I got it in 2014. I just like looking at it in my wallet cause I was broke for so long the idea of owning a credit card seemed ludicrous. But now I'm doing pretty well so I just pay cash lol. I have a whistle attached to my keys that I've never used appropriately. I have it in case I'm ever trapped in an earthquake/avalanche or lost at sea. I live in the middle of England though so unlikely I will ever need it. But you never know. I always have a pencil on me. I bring it to school and just forget to take it out my pocket. On my keychain I have this key from when I worked at a golf course back in high school. I don't really remember what it was for, I'm thinking the shed we kept the range balls in. This was over 10 years ago, but I somehow keep migrating it over to my new keychain each time I get one. Towel. It's one of those super compressed ones about the size of a stack of quarters. I've never actually used it in maybe the past 20 years, but underscore I always know where my towel is underscore. My debit card / cries in poor /. A flint and steel. I love lighting fires with it, but my house does not have a wood stove or furnace, and most times when I go to a friend's bonfire, the fire is already going. But my gosh, if I'm ever in a castaway situation, and I have my purse with me, I will be able to light a fire. Provided there's wood and tinder. I should mention I also carry a Zippo with me. Which makes the flint more redundant. Also, I don't smoke, so the Zippo is quite ridiculous also. Washer from a helicopter stabulator that I messed up by mistake, reminds me to not just force things and if something seems wrong, to take a step back and see what is wrong. Probably my uterus. No use for the goddamn thing. Guitar picks. I play, but it's not like one is just going to turn up at work or wherever. A CatDog figurine. It's been with me through all my biggest accomplishments. Nothing in the world but a lil CatDog. A letter from a temp first aid replacement, for when I needed a day off work. The letter describes the following and what happened that day. Guy knocked his teeth out with a hammer, didn't send him to a dentist or medical. Another guy had second-degree burns, had to cool himself off with a hose. Ambulance shows up after the guy was found unconscious from the pain. Air horns used up trying to find the first aid temp, who left the worksite for a 2-hour lunch. First aid trailer was raised for supplies. First aid trailer fridge was used to keep beers cold. I keep the letter on me, so if any day seems bad, I can pull it out and say not that bad. A Kmart rewards card. Pretty sure they've been out of business for years. I have my grandfather's dog tag on my keychain. It serves no real purpose in my life. It's just a keepsake. A key to my parents' house. They've both passed away, the house has been sold, and no doubt the locks have been changed, but I can't bear to take the key off my ring.